is Sana. Today I'm going to be playing the hardest Would You Rather quiz in the world. Well, that's what it's called. I don't know if it's the hardest quiz in the world, but let's try it out. So here we are, the hardest Would You Rather quiz in the world. Go to the first question. Let's start. Would you rather be invisible or be able to fly? I don't actually know what I'd rather be able to do. I don't know what I would choose actually. I think it would be quite cool to be invisible, but would you be invisible the whole time? I don't really understand that, so I think I'm gonna click on be able to fly because I don't want to be invisible all the time, but I want to be able to fly. So that's what I'm gonna choose. Next question. Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout? I think I would only be able to whisper then, because I can use one of those, what are they called? The things that you scream into that polices and stuff have. I could use one of those, but I don't want to shout because then I will embarrass myself in front of a lot of people every single time I have to talk. And people wouldn't want to talk to me because they will become deaf after our conversation. So I'm gonna go with the whisper part. Would you rather know when you are going to die or know how you are going to die? I think I would rather know how I'm going to die because I don't know. I don't want to know when I'm going to die because then I will always be worrying. For example, oh, only 30 days left and I'm going to die. I'm going to constantly worry about how much time I have left. So I would rather not know when I'm going to die, but instead I'd rather know how I'm going to die. If it's an illness or if it's actually something I can avoid. So I'm gonna go with know how you are going to die. Would you rather never be able to open your mouth or never be able to close your eyes? Well, I gotta eat somehow, right? So I have to choose never close my eyes. I can use eye drops constantly, so yeah, I think that's a better option. That's what I'm gonna go with. Nearly halfway there. Watch out, they're going to get even tougher. Okay, bring it on. Would you rather marry a complete stranger or be forced to have sex with one? So basically either get raped or marry a complete stranger. This is super difficult because what if that stranger is a terrible person? You don't want to marry someone terrible. Well, if you're able to get divorced after, I think I would marry a complete stranger because getting raped, that is something horrible and it is something that you will remember for the rest of your life and you will be very damaged from an experience like that. It takes a long time to heal, so I'm gonna go with marry a complete stranger and then I'll wait a bit and then I'll divorce him. Or maybe he turns out to be a great guy, right? I object. Many women are forced into marriages against their will, with 15 million girls married before their 18th birthday every year. That's a lot of people. And bear in mind, they are not allowed to get divorced. But in the country I live in, Spain, girls have most rights, I believe, so I would be able to get a divorce. But if I was in one of those countries, I think I would rather get raped than marry someone that I cannot divorce and I have to stay with that person for the rest of my life. Would you rather be locked in a lorry all by yourself or be locked in a lorry with 50 strangers? Well, it depends who those strangers are. If they are crazy people who believe we're gonna get stuck in the lorry forever and then they decide that they're gonna start eating people, then that is not a very good idea. So, I don't know. But maybe those 50 people could help each other to get out of the lorry. If everyone starts trying to break the window or something and we actually get out, that's a benefit. Because if I'm locked in the lorry all by myself in the middle of nowhere, then I'm pretty much dead. I'm not that strong that I can break open a lorry, so I'm gonna take that chance and be locked in the lorry with 50 strangers. Would you rather be beaten by your husband or be beaten by a human trafficker? Do you just get beaten by that person over a long period of time? I don't know. I mean, if you get beaten by your husband, it's most likely going to be repeating. And I don't think the husband will stop beating you. It will go on for a long period of time. But if you're getting beaten by a human trafficker, I don't know if you're taken by that person and they constantly beat you. This is just a really, really hard question. I think I would actually rather be beaten by a human trafficker because be beaten by your husband must feel terrible. Like the person that you decided to marry, it's probably really difficult to get out of the marriage if that happens. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I actually just got to choose one of them. So I think I'm gonna choose be beaten by a human trafficker. None of them are good though, like either or, they're the same terrible, so you can't really choose one. Would you rather suffer genital mutilation or never see any of your family again? Okay, so I would definitely go through genital mutilation because I can't go without seeing any of my family, of course. So, yeah, I guess that's what I choose. Would you rather tell an asylum interviewer about how you were abused, even though your children are in the room? Or stay quiet and risk being sent back to your home country where you will be persecuted? So basically, if you've been abused, then you need to tell them. Shouldn't matter if your children are in the room if it is actually serious, because if I choose this one where he will get killed when he gets back to his country, then he will never be able to see his children again and the children will never be able to see his father again. So I would go with the first one. Like, the children are in the room, but still, if you've been abused, you need to tell. Okay, the 10th question is, would you rather help asylum and improve the levels of their refugees now, or find out more? What is this question? I don't really get it. Do you get it? Oh, it was just like a ad. Yeah, so this was the end of this quiz, or this would you rather quiz. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go over these questions and leave them in the comment section below and tell me, what would you choose? Would you choose the same as me, or what are your views on these questions? I will try to comment back on your comments as much as I can. Thank you guys so much for all your support, and thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.